Brian was a beautiful guy, Brian Epstein, and he was an intuitive, theatrical guy, and he knew we had something, and he presented us well.
John, where would you be today without Mr. Epstein?
I don't know.
Are you driving down to London tonight?
Yes, somebody's taking us down here.
You heard the news this afternoon, I believe.
Yes,
And Paul's already gone down.
yes.
I see. You've no idea what your plans are for tomorrow?
No, we'd just go and find out, and
Just have to play everything by ear.
Yes. I understand that Mr. Epstein was to be initiated here tomorrow.
yes.
When was he coming up? Was he coming up in the
Coming
afternoon?
tomorrow, just Monday, that's all we knew.
Had you told him very much about the spiritual regeneration movement?
Well, as much as we'd learned about spiritualism and various things of that nature, then we'd tried to pass on to him, and he was equally as interested as we are, as everybody should be. He wanted to know about life as much as we do.
Had you spoken to him since since you became interested this weekend?
No.
I spoke to him Wednesday evening, the evening before we first saw Maharishi's lecture, and he was in great spirits.
And when did he tell you that he'd like to be initiated?
Well, when we arrived here on Friday, we got a telephone call later that day to say that Brian would follow us up and be here Monday.
Do you intend returning to Bangor before the end of this conference?
We probably won't have time now, because Maharishi will only be here till about Thursday, and we'll have so much to do in London that we'll have to meet him again some other time.
I understand that this afternoon Maharishi conferred with you all. Could I ask you what advice he offered you?
He told us not to get overwhelmed by grief, and to whatever thoughts we have of Brian, to keep them happy, because any thoughts we have of him will travel to him wherever he is.
Had he ever met Mr. Epstein?
No, but he was looking forward to meeting him.
Hey guys, it's Countess. It's nice to see you again. It's been a while. It's been a little bit since I've done a tarot read. I hope you enjoyed the video that I just played. That's kind of to set the tone of this tarot reading that I'm going to be doing tonight. Per one of my subscribers, her name is Susan Brissett. Hello, Susan. Thank you for your suggestion. We want to tap into the energies of Mr. Brian Epstein, the Beatles manager who made them take off in a rocket up to space, superstars, basically. And we want to get a feeling about his death, or, was his death an accident? Was his death really a non-alive situation when you unalive yourself for YouTube standards? Or was it something else? It's kind of a mystery. So, and it's taken me a minute to sit down at the table, because I don't like doing like tarot reads every single day, I have to kind of feel compelled to sit down at the table and to process the energies that the cards put out, because sometimes, and I think you've all have noticed and have bared witness, the energies can be quite heavy sometimes. So my gut tells me when it's time to rock and roll, and tonight is the night. Just want to tap in and see what we can find out about Brian. Is what what was his role in this situation with the replacement? I'm not sure. Like, I don't want to put like expectations on it. I just want to sort of tune in and see if we get a sort of message that comes through the cards of some sort. You guys know how we do it on here. We go through the story and kind of put it all together at the end. And it does make for kind of suspense sometimes, because all the characters love to come out on the table. You know, at least somebody always has to say hello. Speaking of hello, shout outs to Chuck. Hello, Chuck. Chuck is one of the OG's subscribers. You know, I'm not like big or anything, but I am almost to the 300 mark. Thank you so much for supporting me, and kind of, you know, that's the only reason why I'm making videos and why I put things together, is because I know that there's a like-minded community out there, people who are willing to explore the situation. Even, you know, you get the logical evidence, that side of things, but it's also cool to tap into the supernatural or the I don't know, I call it energy. You know, I feel energy. I feel energy off of people. I feel energy off of the cards. And tonight, guys, we're going to use the Tattoo Tarot deck. We're ready to go. Look at that. The King of Cups says hello. Ringo, right? It even looks like Ringo. That's something that Kat pointed out. Hello, Kat. Shouts out to you as well. So yeah, guys, let's. I'm starting to shuffle them now. You know, I want to see what we can pull out of these cards tonight about Mr. Brian Epstein. So I will see you on the other side. Bye, guys. All right, guys, welcome, one and all. As usual, welcome to those who have been with me for a while, and welcome to those who have not. Everybody is most welcome here at my table. So yeah, we're gonna focus on Brian Epstein tonight, guys. What'd you guys think about that video? You know, George saying, you know, I don't know if you guys caught it, but you know, he was sitting there saying, you know, Brian was highly interested in this sort of initiation, right? And that he was really into it, and everybody should be into it. You know, I think that's what he said, something like that. Just kind of like, I don't know, that was just, again, softly, gently plugging an agenda, right? Spiritualism. That's, you know, they're talking about spiritualism. They don't even sound like they know what they're talking about. You know, they're just young dudes, you know, dealing with all of this crap. And I wonder, am I having the right light? I'm sorry, guys. I just want to make sure that I have all the lights on. Everything can be seen. Okay. Sorry about that. I just never really know what to do with the lighting on these videos. Okay, let's get back on track. Sorry about that, guys. What is the deal with Mr. Brian Epstein? What was the deal with his death? Can we learn anything about that? You know, what was his feelings towards the situation with the replacement and Billy? You know, how did he feel? about everything, because it is quite suspicious to me that he happened to overdose. That was actually kind of news to me a couple of years ago. I only just found that out, that it was because he was actually addicted. I heard he was addicted to morphine, but then I've seen documentaries that say it's not morphine, it was like barbiturates and something else. I don't know. I'm not a whiz with pharmaceuticals, so not sure what it is, but he, yeah, he couldn't sleep at night. He was kind of like bothered by something. So he had to be put on these sleeping. Okay. Well, I had 2 jumpers, guys. I guess we're gonna have to keep them. 4 of Cups and the Queen of Swords. Alright, see, these cards are so slippery, but I know they do show up better in the videos. And they're cool. They're just very slippery. Anyways, so Brian, I'm just about ready to go. Mr. Brian Epstein, or Epstein. Some people say it different. It's kind of like coupon and coupon. I say coupon. Yeah, it's like stuff like that. It's just kind of funny how people pronounce different things. And I say it literally instead of literally. I literally, that's like Kardashian style right there, and I'm not into that. Plus, just being around the English way of speaking, I just like that way better. And I don't mean to sound pretentious doing it either. All right, so let's get back on track. Let's see about Mr. Brian. Oh, guys, the Chariot reversed again. Okay, we have Strength. Oh, wow. Okay. Oh, we just get these repeating cards all the time, don't we? I only drew 2 there, but I have to shuffle in between. It's just something I got to do. Switch up the energy for a new row. Okay. Yeah, my gut is really tight right now, guys. I don't know if that's not worth much to you. Oh my God. The Tower, you guys. Holy crap. 6 of Wands reversed. The High Priestess. Oh my God. Oh, wait. Temperance. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to grab 2. I grabbed 2, but she was first. Temperance. Holy look at this. This is highly feminine charged. Oh my goodness, guys. I sense something foul here. Look at all these major arcanas, guys. Oh my God. My gut. Okay, calm down. Just calm down. It gets really tight. Really, really tight. The 5 of Cups. The King of Coins. The King of Pentacles. We have the Ace of Swords. The King of Wands reversed. Something sexual. There's 2 men on this spread, you guys. And oh, holy crap, we've got a lot to go through here. So we're going to start off with the... We don't have any numerology per se, but you can see we have a numerical sequence. We don't have very many numerical cards on this spread, guys, and that is a trip. But we have a 4, 5, 6. Okay, this is getting kind of crazy. So, oh my God, guys, we have 2 kings on the table, right? So this can indicate a sort of like help from friends, like a group of sorts. You're going to be told the truth of some sort when multiple kings are involved. Okay, let's go through the cards, guys. Oh Lord, this is not bueno. Okay, 4 of Cups. 4 of Cups is a card that signals taking things for granted, that you're depressed or you're bored, or there's a really bad glare, isn't there? Let me see here. Okay. Whoop. My lighting. Sorry, guys. Please don't mind these technical difficulties. Okay. All right. So the 4 of Cups. Now you can't see the light. Goodness gracious. Okay. There we go. How's that? Better. Sorry. Okay, so the 4 of Cups, yeah, taking things for granted, depression, bored. It can even signal remorse. You see the tears coming out of the eye on here. It's a sad card to start off with, that's for sure. Boy, guys. We get to the Queen of Swords next to the 4 of Cups. The Queen of Swords can signify a sort of older woman who represents sort of like the more masculine of all of the queens, because she acts with intellect and like reasoning. She can represent like a widow. She can represent like a divorcee of some sort, like in a relationship spread. Guys, in the cards that actually mean a literal death, I'm not talking about number 13, the death card. I'm talking about cards that signify death. The Queen of Swords is in that group, and so is the 5 of Cups. I'm just gonna throw that out there, and we have two of the group of cards. Like you can look at like the 4 of Swords, the Knight of Swords, and especially if you get multiple cards in a deck, it's centered around death. A death of some sort. Not even kidding you. This is about his death, guys. Straight up. Oh my God. Okay. Only here at our table, right, guys? We get all the good stuff. So I'm not sure if she's actually like an actual woman in his life. It could represent just that sharp intellect and reasoning that can drive somebody to be secure and able to execute their decisions properly. The Chariot reversed. Goodness, these are so ironic, you guys. Totally conflicting. We have the Chariot reversed next to Strength, and we'll get to Strength, but the Chariot reversed, it signals a loss of willpower. It signals self-doubt. It's like the person's all over the place and can't move forward. It's like failure. And next to strength, you guys, in a past reading, you know, I have determined the strength card to be the card of the Lima. Strength is a card, it is the will card. So it's just very ironic that it's next to the card that shows no willpower in reverse. When it's upright, it's you got your shit under control. When it's reverse, forget about it. And it's next to this strength card. It can, you know, it represents literal strength. You know, you can do anything you put your mind to. You can tame the lion, right? You can will it to happen. You can make a change. But there is a lack of control over his willpower, and I would say it's conflicting to his decisions, because the Four of Cups does not signal anything either. It signals a cloudy head right now, a cloudy headspace that is preventing him from moving forward for some reason. And we have a representation of the will Salima on the table, guys. Boop, boop. Yeah. Okay. Let's go down to the second row now. We're at the Tower, and what a card to lay down in this whole, you know, the spread about Brian Epstein and his life. There was a major, massive life change or upheaval. There was a major event, something bad. It is not good, it's chaotic, it's every man for himself. It's an unexpected happening in one's life that brings destruction. Oh boy. Oh, and look, we're in, okay, we'll get there. We'll get there. Okay, so partnered with the Six of Wands in reverse, guys. This is the card upright. This card is, you know, you see the laurels on the wands. It is a card of celebration, of public acknowledgement of one's career or one's abilities, talents. In reverse, it is straight up disgrace. It is signaling that a public reputation is shot. It's about to be shot due to an unexpected event that happened. His reputation was in the toilet, basically, guys. It's all about disgrace when it's in reverse. And then we get to the High Priestess. Again, the High Priestess card, she is the ultimate human illumination. She represents the Masonic archetype, and she represents all of the mysteries. You know, she actually sits in between the columns of duality. The veil is behind her. You know, this is a little bit differently drawn, but you still get, she's conquering the moon. She is the queen of heaven. She is ultimate wisdom, ultimate illumination and enlightenment, but she's also the archetype of the Masons, guys. That can only tell me that the Masons, the illuminated ones with temperance, so these two cards are water cards. They're water energy, and that's all about emotions. And temperance is, you know, a card of like moderation, having patience and balance. I don't know why we would have temperance, moderation in an event that was unexpected and was going to disgrace him. And it was backed by the hands of some sort of emotional charged energy, and that could have something to do with the two kings down here at the bottom. So we get to the Five of Cups, guys. Again, it's another sad card. Four of Cups, Five of Cups. And sandwiched in between is the Tower. So the Five of Cups is a card that signals and signifies disappointment. It signifies remorse. It's like feelings of grief and of loss. And there was some sort of loss in this event. I don't know what this event was, guys, but it was a huge happening in his life that wrecked him. Depression, you're remorseful about something he did, possibly, backed by the Masons. I'm not sure, guys. This is just crazy. Disappointment, grief, sadness. Holy shit. Okay, guys, and then the two kings we're getting to, the King of Pentacles is always like a representation of a man who's successful. He's got his shit together. He's patient, which ties in with the Temperance. He's, stable, and he's gotten his abundance from being a stable and reliable businessman in the physical world. Very successful man. This could be Brian, but we look at these, it's a disgrace of some sort. This man is either the one who is disgraced or he's causing the disgrace with possibly a female. I'm not sure, it could also be she is a masculine charged female card. I don't know. I know Brian was a homosexual, and this is in no way like, I'm not trying to like do stereotypes or anything like that, but it could tie into something of a feminine energy that was going to disgrace him. There was some sort of, I'm thinking it had something to do with his homosexuality. I really do. And I think that's what caused his death. I think some sort of, I don't know, I think maybe like blackmail or something. Some sort of like secretive event. Really, oh my gosh, hold on. I had a video on hold, on pause, and it just decided to unpause itself. So that's great. Sorry about that, guys. Ooh, that was kind of creepy. Okay, so wow. I don't know. I would like to know what you guys think. This is all a very highly feminine charged spread. We have the Strength, we have the Temperance and the High Priestess, the Queen of Swords, and we have these two kings. I get a feminine energy. I really do. And I have a feeling it has something to do with his homosexuality. He was publicly, I think, closeted, or they just didn't discuss, those matters with him, but I think there are speculations. And I think his Masonic ties had something to do with his death, you guys, because, again, these two cards are about death. Okay, the Ace of Swords, is a card of clarity. It's a card of truth. Remember, I was saying that the two kings bring a message of truth of some sort. the Ace of Swords represents that. And so partnered with the High Priestess, the most illumined and intuitive. I don't know though, with this Chariot in reverse, that is, perhaps it's what's causing the lack of willpower, is this sort of truth. There's some sort of truth revealed, some sort of opportunity or truth was revealed, causing, this sort of lack of willpower, if you will. And I think it had something to do with his homosexuality. I think he had possibly 2 lovers at the time of his death. That, or he had 1 lover. I think this could represent Brian Epstein. I see the King of Wands represented as, again, the wands are a sexually charged suit. They're fire. And it is, I feel like he's the lover, but he's in reverse, and he's an arrogant prick asshole when he's in reverse. He has very sensitive ego and pride, and he's very aggressive. So, as always, we're going to draw some more cards to get a little bit more. Let's see, though. I think it is, wow, I'm sorry, I didn't even go over this. The King of Wands with Temperance. So, there's like a grasp of willpower and moderation here. This King of Wands exerts a secure, he is very arrogant because he knows he has the backings of strength and temperance behind him. I think this guy caused some havoc in Mr. Epstein's life. And I think he might have been plotting to disgrace him. And that, no, they say it's an accidental overdose, though. Oh, I don't know if it's an accident, if it was an accident, or if it was something malicious and of foul play. I don't know, guys. I can't see. I just see that it could have something to do with his love life, with his circle of love interests, or a love interest. And the Masons are definitely involved in this. I think it's a blackmail of some sort to disgrace him and to publicly show his lack of willpower and his hedonism, his, going off the deep end and having all of these homosexual affairs and stuff, right? That's how narrow-minded they were back then. And I don't know. I think, that was a reason for some people. It still is a reason for some people to end their lives, because they're ashamed, because they don't want to be that way. They feel like they, and if they get outed, forget about it. I don't know. I feel like this is Brian, a representation of Brian. I feel like this is a representation of his lover, who was a hothead. All right, we'll see. Okay, we have the 7 of Cups. Oh, the 3 of Cups. Wow, we're getting a lot of cups. Holy shit, the Ace of Cups reversed. Look at all these cups, you guys. It is all emotion. And then the High Priestess and Temperance. Oh, wow. Look at this. It is emotion central here. Oh, get out your box of Kleenex. That's all I have to say. Okay, wow, wow, wow. Okay, we have the Five of Pentacles. The Star reversed, you guys. The Star reversed. Another major arcana card. Oh, and then we have the Four of Coins. Look, now we have numerical sequences. Oh, I just turned over the deck to set it down. And look at the card. Oh, hello, it's the moon. Oh, so appropriate. So appropriate. So we're looking at having 2 5s in the spread, and then we have 2 4s. The what is that? Four of Cups, and now the Four of Coins. 5 of Coins and the 5 of Cups. So same suits, right? Okay, so that usually signals when you have 2 4s in a reading. It can kind of signify like happiness that's kind of superficial, like it's fleeting. 2 5s can represent, again, upheaval and change in one's life, major upheaval. Ties in with the Tower, you guys. Holy crap. Oh, and this is very emotionally charged. So that's what I'm seeing, a very emotionally charged relationship with a man that was going to bring disgrace upon him. 7 of Cups is a card of illusion, of fantasy. It can be of choice, but usually, more often than not, with other cards, it can be an illusion. 3 of Cups can symbolize like celebrations or like group gatherings, but it can also be an indicator of a little overindulgence in the wine. The wine's flowing. The Ace of Cups reverse symbolizes a block in emotion. Again, this is like a fleeting sort of, you know that time is fleeting. You're sad, but you can't open up your emotions to anything. So there was some sort of emotional block in this relationship. And I think it was caused by him because he's an arrogant a-hole in reverse. Excuse me. I just decided to lose my voice there. 5 of Coins, guys. This is the card of poverty. Poverty, adversity. It can be financial loss tied in with the 7 of Cups. It could be an illusion of having more money than you really do have. Maybe there was something going on with the books that he knew would bring disgrace to him. I'm not sure. It's something brought disgrace to him, was going to bring disgrace to him. That is why he did what he did. The Star reverse shows, guys, it does show illness of some sort. So it could be mental illness. It could be a sort of anxiety disorder or something like he had. So something was wrong with him, but he overindulged in substances to numb it and to silence it. So, wow, he numbed himself up. Going with the 4 of Coins, the 4 of Pentacles, this is a sign of, you've worked hard and now you've reached a level of security, but it's also a warning not to be too materialistic, tying in with the illusion of money. and actually not having much money, having poverty. But there's an illusion that all of this money has been made, and he is highly depressed. He was highly depressed. He was sick in some capacity, and he overindulged to self-medicate. And the sort of block in emotion could be is because he worked. He was concentrated on work more than anything else, and blocked his emotions. So maybe he's the one who put his emotional walls up and kind of created this world of keeping up with the Joneses, maybe, like, having to project a certain image of wealth and prosperity. And it looks like that wasn't the case. Something was wrong. He was self-medicating. He was anxious. He was disappointed. A major upheaval was going to disgrace him. He did overdose accidentally. That card right there confirms it. But there was a lot of stress that led to that overdose because he was self-medicating with substances. And that does not make for a good mixture. Oh my goodness, guys. Wow. We have the world. Wow. The world. Oh my God. The Hierophant in reverse. You guys, he sold his soul. He gained the world. He gained this, illusion of success through black magic, through the Masons, through these connections, guys. The Hierophant with me in my decks, how I read it as a tarot reader, I read it as blasphemy, going against rules, the Word of God. I consider it to be a act of rebellion, and I believe it to be a high representation of black magic, the Luciferian way. Look, we have the card of Thelema in the mix, you guys. Oh my God. Oh, it was time to collect his soul. And then we end on the Three of Swords, which, that's not any card of too big significance. It is a card that shows that you've gone through some difficulties, but you're going to get through it. I don't know if that's the Great Ascending, but you guys, I think it shows he got through his difficult time by, overindulging. It was time to collect on him. He was probably a sacrifice of some sort. And one of the many more satanic murders that Memoirs talks about. Wow, you guys. Wow. So there was something to do with his homosexuality and relationship with a man who wasn't a very good man. I think who had stuff on him concerning, the Masons, perhaps, the black magic. I think he had something held over Brian to disgrace Brian. And I think Brian was just overloaded with stress constantly, anxiety. You know, the Beatles are selling out, stadiums to girls who are urinating in the aisles because they're so excited. But the money, you guys, something happened with some of the money. Not all is as it seems here with the money. And I believe he was under an extreme amount of anxiety and just overdid it one night and caused an end to his grief, right? Oh, wow. Never a dull moment here at our table, right, guys? Okay, we're going to do one of these daily affirmation cards because I need to clear this energy. This is very heavy, very, very heavy. He was mixed up in some Luciferian, satanic, whatever you want to call it, stuff. And, obviously he was the manager of the Beatles and partnered with George Martin to help engineer these 4 young lads from Liverpool, right? Wow, guys. So it was an unintentional act. Wolf. Emphasize a deep connection with your inner intuition and instincts. Inner intuition and instincts. Yep. Okay, guys. That is it for me tonight. Whoa, Susan, I want to know what you think about this spread. I want to know what all of you out there who are here with me till the end think about this spread. I'm, again, blown away. You guys, we get so much revealed to us. And like I said, it has to come at the time when I feel compelled to do it. I can't just sit down, every day and do tarot readings. I'm just not, I don't work that way. This is heavy, heavy stuff. And man, my gut is churning right now. This was crazy. Again, as always. So until the next video, my lovelies, thank you for watching. Please like, share, and subscribe. If you're not subscribed, I do appreciate your time and attention. Let me know what you guys think in the comments. Otherwise, I'm outies. Bye, guys.